Hello everyone, and welcome back to WolfQuest Ultra Ironwolf, where we are starting off in the den and it is nighttime. Oh boy. We're gonna leave the pups in there because last episode things went pretty badly. We lost another pup to dogs, frantically moved from one den to the other. You can see our previous one is over there. And then got trample damaged by stampeding elk, one after another, and we're starting to get hungry, so we need to really get on the food situation now because this is going to turn dire very fast. Fortunately, our minor injury did heal, but we still have a major leg injury, and considering that we're mostly not healed, that's going to be here for a little bit. So we need to go out and get food. Okay, good. Todd did come with us. I'm going to prioritize getting Todd food because he's at 55 right now. And I think he'll be, because where are we at? I guess we're at 67. Oh boy. But I want to make sure that we send him back to get the pups fed sooner rather than later. Did we even follow that the right direction? Where the heck did the rabbit go then, or the hare? Oh boy. Basically right now we are in frantic survival mode because we have to be. There's no other way to get through this. We have to resort to hunting hares, and if we stumble on a carcass or we find something else to eat, then great, that's really good. But we can't count on that, and right now more than anything we have to avoid another cascading hunger situation. I always forget how brutal Ultra Ironwolf can be until something like this happens, and it's genuinely scary. Like, I don't know, usually I feel fairly collected when I'm playing WolfQuest, but Ultra Ironwolf very readily can just completely throw me off. Okay, we have stamina, so I think we can still outrun this hare. Yes. Alright, let's give that to Todd. I want to get him up to at least 80-ish, probably. Why don't you eat that? We're gonna have our work cut out for us here. Did you... Oh, Todd. Okay, I think he brought it to us first. Oh, that's so sweet of him. I think that is a comfort to Vixie, even in this time. Even for as challenging as things have been, she and Todd still do have each other. Oh, if he's gonna go for it, then we'll let him grab that. He should eat it. Oh. Okay. This is just... This is making me feel things. This is making me feel things. Oh my goodness. But I think that is a very comforting reminder that even in the worst of times, they still have each other and they can still look out for one another. I do want to head down to the water because we're going to want to make sure that we get a drink as well. That'll help with the food situation. But hoo-wee. This could be a rough few days until that injury heals, because Vixie already does not have much speed whatsoever. Alright, Todd, do you want this one? I kind of want to send him home when he's had enough to eat, but at the same time, I think he may be too worried about Vixie to go back. Oh, Todd! Alright, you've made your point. We'll worry about ourselves first. And once we're up to a higher hunger and a little bit better able to deal with and recover from this injury, then I'm sure Todd will eat as well. There is one good thing about this whole situation, and that's that the pups are getting pretty close to ready to leave for the rendezvous site, which means that we should have calves and fawns quite soon as well. Okay, Todd, do you want this one? He's been very insistent about Vixie eating first, but it's okay. I think he's a little bit more reassured now that she's near 100. That's good, because I don't want him getting too low on food either. He's still only at 62, but you can see the pups are up to 12 or almost 12, which means that pretty dang soon here we are probably going to have calves and fawns available to us, and that's going to be a huge help. We've also had success with... Oh, there's deer. Oh, Todd, I don't think we're going to be able to hunt those with an injured leg. But, yeah, that's going to help us because this injury is going to be here for a bit, and I think that we'll have a much easier time catching weaker prey like that. Okay, do you want this one too? We should have enough to feed the pups, I think, as well. Todd, are you good? He might have spotted something else to go after. Do you want that one? We do need to make sure we keep our food pretty high even after we've fed the pups too, though, because otherwise our injury won't heal quite as quickly. I'm pretty sure it heals faster when you're near full health. So we want to make sure that our own health continues to recover and basically spend time resting as much as we're able to. Now, I think spending the night in the den is going to boost the flea load quite quickly, so we're going to have to be careful of that as well, but yeah, basically, at this point, we are in panic survival mode. Are we going the wrong way? No, we are going the right direction. The hare tracks changed direction at one point because they realized they had them facing the wrong way, I think. So they turned them around, and ever since then, like, I used to be so good at knowing which direction to follow them, and now I can never tell. I always end up running the wrong way. Is that another hare? Okay, there might be another one further up ahead there. Todd, do you want that one? He is going to take that one. Okay, that's good. I'm glad he very much did make sure that that Vixie prioritized her own food, which is so sweet of him. But at the same time, she's just as worried about him too. So she does want to make sure he also gets the chance to eat. Where is this hare? It keeps zigzagging so that I can't quite catch sight of it. Oh my goodness. Well, its tactics are working. It is still on just now. There we go. There you are, you little stinker. Let's see if we can get a good bite. There we go. We might eat this one just to make sure that our food stays pretty high, but I think we are going to have to head back now because the affinity is getting quite low, and we want to make sure that we get back in time to rest. Okay, we should have enough to get the pups' food up this time, I think. Hopefully. I don't think Todd can feed them yet, and we don't want to have them out in the open for a whole lot of time, otherwise we're going to have some potential worries to concern ourselves with. I think Vixie is still quite anxious that the dogs may come back. I think the problem with the dogs is that when stranger wolves attack, they usually hang back and circle a little bit, and so you have time to get the pups in the den. When coyotes attack, they do rush in like that, but they're very easily intimidated by the adult wolves. And so, oh my goodness, is that really all we're going to be able to raise our affinity by? I guess we only slept half the night. But they're very easily intimidated by adult wolves, and so running up to them, they'll pretty much turn around and run the other way. They're not really brazen enough to attack you directly during a den raid. Unfortunately, dogs fall in the gap squarely between where they run straight in, and they're not afraid to just straight up pick a fight if it comes down to it. So them being right in the middle there makes them an especially dangerous enemy because you can't rely on just running straight up to them to intimidate them. And so when you get more than one that attacks, like what happened, it can very easily go badly. Which, that can be a problem in real life too. Like, there's a genuine issue in some places with coy wolves, which are coyote wolf crosses. For that exact reason, they have the natural fearlessness of coyotes where they're much more brazen and they'll just, chill in a city with people around. But they're bigger and stronger, much like wolves, and so they can be a genuine issue because they have much more capacity to do harm than a normal coyote would. It's very much a situation that's reminiscent of that, and I think it has Vixie quite worried. Because, oh boy, that was 2 attacks. We had, I think, 3 attacks in a row, if I'm not mistaken, but 2 of them ended catastrophically, and I think that does have her incredibly concerned. I feel very anxious having the pups out in the open here, but they need to eat. Just hoping that Takala finishes up quickly here so that we can go back in the den. There we go. Alright. Time to rest a little while longer, and hopefully, by the time we wake up, we'll have some calves and fawns about. This is our 3rd illness, isn't it? Oh boy. Well, Looks like there's no rest for the weary. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pups, stay in the den. Stay in the den. This is why we stayed in there. Pups, stay in there. Alright. The pups are all in the den this time. Is it the same two stupid dogs? Oh my goodness, it is. You get out. Get out. Get out. I know better than to go chasing after them, but my goodness. Alright, while we're up topside, is there anything that we smell that could be of use? I'm gonna run down to the stream at least and see if we can get some water and a little bit of food. And I don't know what is... Oh boy, the territory is gonna start to get to be a mess as well. As much as it kills me to say it, I don't think we're going to be able to prioritize spending time with Takala. There's just too much that is going to be an issue here that we're going to have to worry about pretty imminently. It looks like Todd is staying back. He's at 65%. I mostly just want to make sure we hold out with the food, but we do need to keep Vixie's food pretty high. And right now it just is not. Because again, we need her to heal from that injury, and if she doesn't, we're gonna be in some real trouble. Well, we made it back, but unfortunately, we don't have enough food to feed them, I'm pretty sure. Oh, this is a risky waiting game, but I think we have to probably hold off on hunting until we can actually go and get some of the calves or fawns. If we don't, like, we're gonna have to go out tomorrow, ready or not, basically. Let's try to gather everybody back together here nearer the den, because everybody's quite far away. So the other thing, too, is the pups so easily scatter now that when an attack happens and there's no time, they're gone. But yeah, I think we don't have enough to feed, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to take the gamble of waiting a little bit longer to see if we're going to be able to have the calves and fawns show up. Otherwise, I think we're going to just not really be able to gather food in efficient means. And I do want to try to spend a little time with Takala if we can. Like, I don't want him to die just because we're not around. But we have to be incredibly careful. And Copper is vanishing again. Get back here. No, don't go running off. Oh boy. Yeah, this is a situation, alright. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, stay in the... No, Takala, go back. Go back now. Go back now. Go back now. Go back in the den immediately. I don't know where these wolves are. Can we smell them? No, they're probably coming from this way. Oh, up here? Okay, good. Already on the run. Whew... Wow, that's close. Unfortunately, we have just woken up, but I don't think... No, we didn't get the pop-up about calves and fawns yet, and I don't think... No, we don't have the quest either, so I can only assume it's not quite time. Now, I'm gonna spend a little time out here with the pups to get the affinity up if we can. But oh boy... I'm hoping that this gamble of a waiting game hasn't ruined us. I think I am gonna see if we can go find some food quickly. We'll send the pups in the den. There is a hare down here. If we can just get a little bit, enough to feed them one more time or so. The problem is that Todd is also quite hungry, but as long as we can keep the pups up, he'll be able to weather it a little bit better. He's at like 50% right now. He will be able to weather that for a little longer than they will. He can last without food a lot more than the growing pups can. So if we can just get enough to kind of fill them up a little bit, then that'll help. I think that'll stave it off a little bit, because at this point, there's not a lot we can do except wait for the calves and fawns to be born. Oh! Hold on. There's hope. That's a carcass scent. Okay, I don't want to lose this. I also don't want to lose this hair, though. Just in case the carcass is, like, swarming with bears or whatnot. Let's go ahead and grab this. That's worth going for, I think. If it's close enough... Ooh, do we call Todd? I wanted to get back. I think I'm gonna call Todd, because if this is, in fact, close enough for... if this is, in fact... a carcass that we're able to eat, that's gonna be worth it. Oh no, did it disappear? Did something eat it? No, don't give me false hope like this. Are you serious? No. Oh, I think it might be gone. No, it's still there. It's still there. Okay, okay. I do smell coyotes, but those should not be that big of a problem. Oh, but that might mean it's kind of a far away carcass. Alright. That's worth the risk of going for, I think. Is this another hare that's within grabbing range? Just now. It should be. It should be. The reason that I'm still stopping to do this is that just because there is a carcass does not mean that it's going to be one that we can actually eat. We could get up there and there could be a bear. So I want to make sure that we still have some food and we don't just throw everything by the wayside looking for this. However, hope may be in sight. Is this? Stargazer dispersals could be on that carcass. Oh boy. Well, let's see what we find. Uh-oh. Oh. Did you finish the entire thing? Oh no. There's a tiny bit left. I don't know if that's worth going for or not. It's probably not. It is a bull-out carcass, so that could still be some amount. But I think we can scare this cougar if we just circle it snarling. We can, we can possibly intimidate it away. Alright, how much... Is this just one? It's a pretty big meat chunk. Let's finish off the rest of this. The reason that I've done that is because we can then meet up with Todd. Yeah, that's gone. This is a pretty big meat chunk, though, so that might be... That may still be worth it. Alright, Todd should be going this way. Well, we've used up all of our energy for sure now, so we're gonna just have to get back and sleep, but it is something still. It's something. This might give us a better chance of surviving food-wise. Alright, Todd, here. Alright, we're not gonna have much time. Well, we're not gonna have any time to spend with Takala. That'll help heal him, but at the least we have food, so these guys shouldn't starve, and that is also incredibly important. The other good thing is that Vixie is most of the way recovered on health, so I'm still skeptical that we're gonna end up losing it to something now, but it's a start. It's gonna help her her injury heal. That said, I think we better feed these guys, play with them a bit, and then get some rest because, oof. Yeah, we're not out of the woods yet, that is for sure. Oh, well, that's a relief. It sounds like Takala has recovered, and I'm glad that our running off to try and find food so much did not worsen his illness. That's a good thing indeed. Alright, I'm gonna sleep again because we want our energy back. Okay. Is there something that's attacking? The pups are pretty big, so we might have calves and fawns soon. Oh my goodness, there's dogs again. Are you serious? Well, at least Vixie's strategy of sleeping in the den seems to be working, and I think she would pick up and start moving a lot more frequently if there's two of you again. Are you serious? It's the same two freaking dogs every single time. Oh my goodness, I don't really want to get bitten by them. Get out! Go on! Alright. That's at least we're safe, but I think Vixie would pick up and move if she wasn't limping around at present. But all things considered, we're doing a lot better now. Let's actually let the pups out. We'll play with them a bit to get the affinity up, because I think we're going to want to reinforce the territory and then maybe call Todd with us for a hunt, because food is starting to get to be an issue. Once again, the pups are at least at 60 right now, about, give or take, but Todd is pretty low, and we don't want to wait around for that to get worse before going to find food. We also want to do that while we have good energy, because with such low speed right now, stamina is going to be all the more important. Are they seriously all just sprinting into the unknown? Could you guys not? Goodness sakes. Okay, Todd actually ended up coming with us, so I think we might attempt something a little bit risky if we can find an elk herd. I was just heading up to mark this territory here, so I think we'll still do that. Catching up to them is going to be a pain in the freaking tail, but with Todd's help, maybe we can do it. We just have to be careful that whatever the heck happened with the trample damage, like, I still don't know what was up with that. I think there were just, like, 3 or 4 elk running in our direction, some of which then decided to stop and turn and kick us again. Wait a second. No. For a second I thought that was moose calf scent. But yeah, as long as that doesn't happen again, and I certainly hope it won't, because that was a little bit ridiculous that they all ran straight for us, then I think it might be wise for us to try to do a proper hunt and just see, just when we have a good amount of energy, just to find out if this is going to be something we're able to do. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to find an elk herd or not is the true question, though. There are pronghorn, but I don't think those are going to help us very much. Oh! Hold on a second. Hold on a second. That's the music. That's the calf and fawn music. Oh, we're saved. All right. Okay. And just in the nick of time. Well, it looks like we will be out here hunting after all, but hopefully not for very long. If we can find this pronghorn fawn quickly, then we should be able to start working on getting our hunger back up. And that'll make it so much easier, too, to be able to feed the pups, because we can just bring something back for them. All right. We can do this. I think we can do this. There we go. All right. We're gonna go ahead and give this one to Todd here, I think. If he'll eat it. He might give it back to Vixie. But it's okay, we don't have to worry as much now. Oh, I know, bud. It's alright. No, I do want you to eat that one, because we're nearly full now. Okay. He is gonna finish it then, it looks like. That should give him a fair bit of food. And we'll keep looking around a little bit more, see if we can find a few others to feed ourselves and then bring back. Oof, and Todd could probably use a bit more than that. A moose calf might be ideal, but at the same time, for Ultra Ironwolf, the moose calf is pretty dang risky. Whoa! Oh my goodness, okay, her baby's right here. Oh, please don't run up and kick me. I think we're gonna bring this back to the pups. It's not a lot of food, but combined with the fact that we can still regurgitate, I think it'll be enough to help. And I don't want to run the risk of the pups either leaving the den or, like, just in general too, it might be kind of nice to sleep until morning. So I think it's gonna be better if we feed them this and kind of top them off with it. Is that... That's just a hair, I think. Do you want that, Todd? You want to go get it? He does not really seem to want it all that much. Nope. Alright then, we'll leave it be. I don't want to drop this and risk losing it, because if these guys don't have a scent, like you can see, it does not glow at all in scent view. When they are a little older, they will eventually, but it's very easy to lose these if you ever set them down. So we're just gonna take what we can get and head back here to the den, feed these guys really quickly. Hopefully this will be enough to get them most of the way full, because they're not starving either. We should be fine. Todd is standing right on top of it, blocking some of them, though. Oh, he... Okay, Todd. Alright. I guess he's now decided that it is time for him to eat, but You know, I'm glad for that at least, because now he's up over 80 again, and we can feed these guys with just regurgitating, so that'll be fine. But I do think we are going to go ahead and leave this off here, because it's getting to be about that time again. We're still not out of danger, but it seems like things are looking just a little bit up. And I hope that they will stay that way, because, boy, it has been a wild one. But we're gonna go ahead and leave this off here for today, because it is getting to be about that time again. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay. Over and out.